Are leadership programs worth it? We know that you're investing in your people, and that means that you are looking at leadership programs. Are they worth the money? Is it worth the investment? And the truth is, like any good answer, this one is not going to be a simple one. A leadership program could be well worth its rewards 100-fold, or it could be absolutely nothing. It depends on several other things. The first is, what is the content of your leadership program? I personally believe leadership programs should be year-long, year-round initiatives. So although you might need a tune-up once in a while, like you'd get a piano tuned up once in a while, go on a leadership program, unless you are then exercising those same skills throughout the year, what's going to happen is you'll have 2 weeks of great leadership skills after that program, and then it's going to tail off and it will taper, as will your investment. Your returns go down the drain with that. However, if your organization is smart and organizes the culture to involve those skills throughout the year, day by day, month by month, you are going to have invested wisely. Because sharpening the saw or tuning up is great as long as it's with maintained practice. The second thing is, what is the content of this? What is the content of your program? Is your leadership program just going to be affecting 5 individuals at the top over there? Or is it something that's going to affect the trickle down of the entire organization? This is something that I find is a serious lack in a lot of leadership programs. They're fantastic for the people who make it to that room. However, that leadership material is not transferred throughout the organization. And what that means is you're investing not in your company, but in specific individuals who can then walk out of your company with all that training, with all that skill development, and your company is left with a deficit. However, if their responsibility of being in that leadership program is to ensure that it continues in its training further on, or it's got impact into how policies are, how infrastructure is created, that is a different story. Don't invest in individuals that can walk away. Invest in systems that are going to ensure that the leadership is going on for that individual, but also for the collective. It's really important you think about both the individual and the collective for leadership programs. Thirdly, I know lots and lots of programs talk about soft skills. Some talk about resilience, some talk about being able to communicate better, some about decision making. The truth is that leadership is a vast subject, and we can talk about leadership within different contexts with very, very different terms that seem to be respectful. In some spaces, having an authoritative hierarchy is really, really strong, and in others, a more flat, easy approach to business that has more of an egalitarian approach is going to be more helpful. Both are reasonable ways to approach a structure of an organization, but for each, there's divergence in how we would discuss a leader. So you need to be making sure that your leadership program is targeted to what you want in your organization. Does it match your values? Does it accomplish the things that you need to sharpen your organization? How do you know that you aren't just happily going along with the crowd because this is meant to be a great program, but it's not necessarily the thing you need? Make sure you've looked after your foundations, and then you continue to develop on. So, are leadership programs worth it? My conclusion is only if you invest in them, understanding all of that content, knowing that you have to be thinking about individuals and the collective, knowing that you have to be thinking about the long-term sustainability of the program, and that the content is relevant to you. If it's not such a great program for you. But yes, leadership programs can be a wonderful investment. Make sure you do your homework before you invest.